Hello everyone, welcome to another quick guidance video. For everyone who is new, I'm Chavi Gupta. I'm an IIT Delhi and I'm MBA Alum. And I was also the CAT 2017 100 percentiler. Post that I have worked as a consultant and right now I'm working as a product manager. So in today's video, I'll try to handle the question that in case you didn't get into the top B schools, what can you do to be as successful as these students who get out or who graduate from the top B schools? First of all, there are plenty of opportunities in all the different kinds of B schools that are there. You just need to be better prepared for them. You just need to be willing to put that extra effort that you need to put to get access to all the opportunities that exist. So let's just get started. To get the best out of your MBA college, there are two major things that you will have to do. The first part or the first section of things would be something that you do beforehand, before joining your MBA college. Those will just help you adjust quicker and will hence just put you at one step above almost everyone else who will just be trying to adjust. So the few things that you do before joining your MBA college is get in touch with some alumni and some students of your particular MBA college. How do you find them? There should be a buddy program that is running through your college. You can just find these people on LinkedIn, you can find them through known connections or whatever. But find a few people, find at least 2-3 alums, find at least 2-3 people who are in the second year in your college itself. With the alums, try to understand what are the job profiles that come for placements. Now this is very important because you want to figure out what is the best opportunity in that college for you, right? So just figure out what are the different job opportunities that come, different job profiles that come. Try to find which would be the one that you like. This could be based on the job role that is there, the sector of job that is there. So just figure out what are the different companies that come, what job roles are there, and shortlist maximum 3 type of roles for you that you want to target for summer internships. For example, if you're interested in consulting, marketing, then these could be the 2 probable roles for you. And then you focus all your energy, all your entire energy and process and your efforts on these roles. Okay. Now, first you have figured out this, then you can do everything that is related to different placements, what are the things that are required in these particular companies, these particular sectors. Again, you can take help of your alums to figure it out, or you can find other resources for it. I personally have a few videos on product management, consulting, finance roles and marketing roles on my website where you can figure out what are the different criteria for the companies for these roles. And then you can work towards it and gain that knowledge or just create that sort of resume, right? The second thing that you should work on is find the courses that you might face difficulty in. Now, how will you do it? You will figure out that which were the people who are the seniors or who are the alums who came from a similar background as yours. That means who had the same bachelor degree, who did similar work experience and whatnot. And then you see what are the subjects that are taught in the first few months that they found really difficult. Now it could be something like for an engineer or for an arts grad, finance is really difficult. Even the basic cost accounting, etc. really difficult. You find those out and you at least try to learn the basics of those different topics, different subjects. Because what happens in an MBA college is academics runs at a pace that unless and until you are able to revise every day, you are able to practice every day, you will sort of skip things and then things will just go out of control. You will have to then redo a lot of different lectures. So it's always better to know a few basics, and that totally will depend on your background, on what particular subjects or courses you have to focus on, but you need to understand those few basics at front. So work on that. The third very major aspect of it is make your resume. I have created a video on how to create a resume. I've also created a video on things to do before joining an MBA college. That would also give you a summary of how should you go about creating your resume. This is very important because once we enter an MBA college, within 3 to 4 months, within actually 2-3 months, you have to freeze your resume. That means that you cannot change it after that. Which means that you have to understand what are the proofs or verifications that your college is asking for which you need to speak to your senior batch. And in case you have to work, you have to talk to different people for those proofs, then you have to start working on that beforehand. Because once you are in the college, if you are spending time in talking to people for verifications, for proofs, that means you are investing very valuable time that you could have spent in academics, in improving your score, which you are spending otherwise, right? So these are the three main things that you should try to figure out before you join an MBA college. Just to summarize, figure out what are the job profiles you'll be targeting, at least for summer internship. Don't worry about the final placements, that you can figure out later. The second one is try to do basics of the courses which you might end up finding really difficult, so that you have an easier time in the college. And the third is create your resume. Create at least a good draft of your resume by the time you enter your B school. Now let's move on to the second part of things. That is, what do you do when you are inside the B school? How do you excel then? The one and the most important thing that you should be spending time in your B school is your academics. Whatever you say, whether you feel that there are other things that are more important, your academic score is something that sort of makes or breaks it for you in the final placement process. Anyone who is in the top 5 to 10 institute ranks gets many more opportunities than almost everyone else. So in case you are looking for a sector switch from what you did in your summer internship, or if you did not find your best job in your summer internship, getting a great academic score is a perfect way to just ensure that you get those opportunities in hand. So focus on getting excellent marks, put out extra hours for the high credit courses, ensure you do valuable class participation. Class participation is also one of the very you can say highly scoring and highly valuable component of scores in many of the courses. So figure that out, put your efforts toward that. Figure out whether your questions are generally asked from past years' question papers, practice them, see whether in this particular question paper your time will be a constraint, your thinking will be a constraint, your structure will be a constraint. Figure that out while you are studying from the way the professor sets quizzes or has been setting it up in the past few years, and then work really hard towards scoring good marks. The second part is, based on your target job profile, which we figured out even before joining an MBA college, fill the gaps in your resume. Now, for example, you're targeting consulting, but you don't really have a lot of PORs or position of responsibilities. Then you have to figure out a way how you can fill those gaps. You should take part in different clubs, ensure that you organize a lot of events, etc. and do these things till the time your resume is freezing, so that you gain these points extra in your resume. And because you know your target job profile beforehand, you have enough time to think about what are the gaps in my resume and how do I fill it. In case you want to know more about how to build a resume and the different job profiles and what are the resume requirements, again, these videos are there on my channel, and you should also find a link for few of them up there. Given that now that you have worked on your resume and your academics, the third part is take part in case study competitions. There are plenty of case study competitions that open up every single month. At least there are 2-3 months where you get case study competitions almost every single week. There are great opportunities to learn. You can learn so much in a case study competition. You can learn about team building, you can learn about just different components, because there's finance you have to handle, operations you have to handle, marketing you have to handle. There's a lot of different things that you can learn. You can also possibly get a pre-placement interview. That means you directly get to interview with the firm, whoever is conducting the case study competition. That is also an option, a winning option in few of the case study competitions. And you get great points for your resume, and these points you can put in either your academics co-curricular section or your extracurricular section. Based on whatever section you feel is weaker, you can put these points over there. So case study competitions is really important. I personally took part in quite a few case study competitions. Obviously we didn't end up winning everything, but we won a few of them, and it was a great experience, and also we were able to put it in our resume. So it's like an excellent learning opportunity that you should make time for. That brings me to my next point. is you have to manage time properly in your MBA college. There will always be 100 things that you have to do that are pending. You have to prioritize well. You have to figure out, well, what are the few things that I can just do very quickly, submit the first draft, what are the few things that I have to really spend time in, what are the topics that I'm already good in and I can just revise it very quickly before the exam, what are the topics that I really want to spend a lot of time understanding in. These things are very important for MBA, and an MBA basically teaches you that. So from the starting, keep it in your mind that you have to maintain that entire to-do list. You have to also prioritize them, that if I have half an hour only in a day, which one of these to-do list activities do I do? Ensure that you do these. So the 4 things that we learned that you should do while you are in the MBA college to excel are: take care of your academics really properly, focus on filling in the gaps in your resume and obviously preparing for the target job profile that you chose. Take part in case study competitions. They are amazing opportunities to build your resume, to learn, to network and everything. And ensure that you do time prioritization properly. It is very important. It is easier said than done, but you will get the hang of it if you continue trying to do that every single time. And well, in the end, have fun. An MBA journey is a super fun journey. It can be very stressful, but it can also be super fun in case you just love what you are doing, right? So have fun. It will just make it easier to deal with those stressed days of MBA. Have a lot of fun, make a lot of friends, interact with each other, network, help each other. That's the way that you'll, one, learn team building, one, learn like teamwork, and also will be able to do things quicker, because an individual person cannot really do everything that is required, and it's always helpful if you have someone else who can teach you that concept very easily. So enjoy your MBA, have fun. I also created my 2-year MBA journey video very recently. I'm sure you might have watched that. If not, the link will be there on the in the description below. And yeah, just have fun. There are plenty of opportunities that you can take to get successful. So don't worry or don't think too much about, this is the MBA college I got into, this is not the best and I don't really know what to do, will I be successful or not? There are a lot of opportunities in life to be successful. What you have to do is try to make the best of where you are, try to make the best of all the opportunities that you can get, and try to get the maximum opportunities possible. The tips in this video will just help you do that. I hope that you like the video. Let me know what you think in comments below. And do share it with anyone you feel it could be helpful for. See you guys. I'll see you Sunday 7 p.m. in the live Q&A session as always. Till then, take care.